Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
It's LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891, with tonight's semifinal matchup between the Montgomery Lady Warriors and Lady Venom. And the opening tip is won by Lady Venom, and we're underway from Shaw High School here in Columbus, Georgia. Open shot from the top of the key, rims off for Winfrey. And here come the Lady Warriors with their first possession. Nice bounce pass in the lane from Jackson, but it's intercepted by Lady Venom. The pull-up, that rims off for Crawford. Rebounded by the Lady Warriors. Steele wasn't looking, but she's able to corral the pass. And the foul line jumper, good for Jackson. Montgomery strikes first here in the semifinal matchup. The winner moves to the championship to take on Mississippi. As Jackson gets Montgomery on the board, she participated in the three-point shooting contest for the league. So you know she can stroke it. As Montgomery, after getting the steal, can't finish in transition, but they'll keep possession and inbound underneath their own hoop after Morris missed the running layup try. Just a minute into this crucial matchup. Jackson dumps it in the lane, and the basket will be called off first. There was a travel. So Montgomery turns it over. And another chance for the Venom to try to get on the board. The winner turns right around to face Mississippi in the championship as that three ball is air ball and cleared out by Montgomery. Here comes Morris up the floor. She'll set up the offense. They'll go inside for Jackson, who couldn't handle the bounce pass stolen away by the Venom. Crawford with the cross-court pass. Open look off the front rim for Winfrey. Winfrey got knocked to the floor, no call. Steele's going to help her up. And meanwhile, it's a 4-on-4 on the other end. Deep two is short and will ricochet out of bounds. These two teams have started cold tonight through the first couple of minutes. Only the one basket for Montgomery, the only point so far, 2 minutes in. Here's Hardwick getting behind the defense. The step back and gets the Venom on the board. A pretty step back three there for Ashley Hardwick to give the Lady Venom their first bucket of the game. Three-pointer on the other end, rims off. And here comes the Venom. Stolen away by Jackson. Crawford a little out of control on that trip down the lane. And now Jackson's pass deflected, nearly stolen away. It'll be retained by Montgomery out by midcourt, and they'll have to use an early timeout here to avoid a potential turnover. Slow start to this one, just a 3-2 score here early on. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891.
Whoa! Personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the Waterproof Lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped.
What's the difference?
It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me.
Dog, I appreciate you. Boop. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish. Get yours at manscaped.com.
Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
Out of the timeout, here's Jackson on the perimeter. The pull-up from inside the arc is airballed on a line drive. And here come the Lady Venom. Williams. Turnaround shot too strong off the glass. It's a one-and-done trip down the floor for the Venom. Montgomery still just with that one basket early on in this one. 3-2 score here. 3 minutes and change gone by. Steele. And the pass inside to Jackson couldn't be handled. Montgomery slumbering a little bit in the opening quarter. Winfrey to Williams. Turnaround too strong. And May with the rebound. Taking it herself down the lane and a foul on the drive. We'll call it on the floor, so Montgomery will inbound after Charlotte May was fouled in the lane. She represented Montgomery in the skills competition for the league. Does a little bit of everything for the Lady Warriors. And now we'll inbound from the baseline. Foul line jump is short for Jackson. Splitting the double team, but unable to get the runner was Crawford. And he'll stay here with the Lady Venom. It's been that kind of start on both ends of the floor, where apparently the lids have remained on the hoops here to begin. Venom will go the old-fashioned stack play off the inbounds. And the mid-range doesn't fall. Montgomery trying to break their scoreless drought, but can't do so as Steele turns it over. And it leads the layup in transition, as the Venom find their second basket finally. And they lead 5-2, almost midway through the first quarter already. Little backcourt pressures, and they'll get the turnover in the front court, pulling it away from Morris. Now Steele steals it right back, just as the namesake would suggest. Left-handed layup doesn't go for Jackson as it rims in and out. What a frustrating first quarter offensively for these two. And the transition layup goes for the Lady Venom. They have scored 7 unanswered points to build their lead. Morris tries to attack. The runner, Kiston. Nice take by Kayla Morris to break that scoreless drought for Montgomery. They're down by 3. Oh, nice pass in the lane. And now these two teams starting to warm up a little bit on the shooting ends. Morris walks it into the front court and walking it a little too slowly. Got a timeout on the floor. It's a 9-4 early lead. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. Out of the timeout, the Lady Venom will have possession. Morris walked it up the floor and walked it up too slowly for a 10-second violation. Didn't get it across midcourt in time. Now out of the timeout, Montgomery in a zone defense. Second chance here for the Lady Venom, and they'll splash in a 3 instead. So the second effort leads to a big bucket and helps Venom push their lead to 8. Nice little high-low game there, but the reverse layup doesn't go. And we'll say the rebound, or the ball will stay here at Montgomery. On the inbounds play, Morris flanks the three-point try. Here comes Moffitt up the floor, passing up ahead. Extra pass into the corner, and another 3 ball for Lady Venom. They're starting to feel it from the offensive end. They have scored 15 of the last 17 points in this game and now have pushed their lead to double digits for the first time. Morris trying to make something happen. Her three-pointer's too strong. And Williams with the board. Moffitt racing to the rack. Nobody getting in her way, and she has the easy lay-in. Lady Venom continues to pour it on here in the first quarter as they're up by 13. And a whistle away from the basketball, and it looks like another turnover here for the Lady Warriors. Once again, they may have been a little too deliberate in bringing it up the floor. And right now, Montgomery seems to be all out of sync offensively. Just the 4 points for them through the first 6 minutes and change here in the first quarter. They're down by 13, needing a stop, and they're not going to get it. Nice little turnaround, and the Lady Venom continue to shoot it well now here offensively as they're up by 15. Final 3 minutes of the first quarter. Tough shot. Hits off the back rim, and Montgomery remains cold. Stepping into a three is Crawford. That's off the heel. Rebounded by the Lady Venom. Hall's pass is deflected, and it will stay on this end of the floor. Lady Venom will inbound underneath their own hoop. They have scored 19 of the last 21 points in this game. Finding a lane, getting to the rim is Hall. She got knocked to the floor as she banked it in. It's a 17-point lead. Now timeout on the floor as Montgomery tries to stop the bleeding. They're down by 17 in the first quarter. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. Out of the timeout, Montgomery at the basketball down 17. It has not been a pretty start for them, and now they turn it over against the full court press. Stolen away by Lady Venom. Good ball movement, shot in the lane, blocked from behind by Jackson. Big defensive stop there for Jackson, just when it looked like they'd have another layup. Here's Jackson on the offensive end. Off-balance shot's too strong. Second chance for Montgomery. Morris can't hit the pull-up. Third opportunity. Here's Jackson again, and she's fouled on the shot in the lane from behind. Jackson will go to the free throw line for her first foul shot attempts of the game. She scored the first points of this game. Hit a foul line jumper for Montgomery as they struck first, led 2-0. And now Jackson adds the free throw. In between her jumper and that free throw, Montgomery was outscored 21-2. Jackson trying to stop the bleeding, hits both of her foul shots, and it's a 15-point game. Heading into the final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Open three from Moffitt, too long. And a whistle and a foul on the rebound. So we'll go back over to Montgomery, down by 15. Backdoor cut, pass deflected. Out of bounds, will stay here. Good job by Lady Venom to read that play and at least get a mitt on the pass, deflecting it out of bounds. Steals pass intercepted. Another turnover for Montgomery. But they'll steal it right back. Both teams exchanging turnovers, and it leads to the transitional lay-in for Montgomery. Certainly needed that. They're down by 13. Bird on the give and go, finishes off the window. Nice play by the Lady Venom. Bird gave it off, cut towards the rim, and finished with the lay-in. Get the lead back to 15. Off the screen, the pull-up three is airballed out of bounds by Kayla Morris. And it's not been a good shooting start tonight for Montgomery here in Columbus, Georgia. And now the defense parting like the Red Sea. Those red jerseys clearing space down the right side of the lane for the lay-in for Crawford. And it's becoming easy for the Lady Venom offensively as they are up by 17. Now a steal. And oh, what a block by Kayla Morris, making up for the turnover. And getting the rejection from behind as Lady Venom will have to inbound. And a reaching foul now on Jackson. Committing the foul against Erica Hall on the perimeter. Venom will inbound once again. They don the colorful uniforms with different shades of purple. And off the inbounds play, they stick the mid-range to widen the lead here in the final minute of the first quarter. Montgomery in the red uniforms right now. The Lady Warriors may be seeing red the way this first quarter has gone. But Morris with the big three on the pull-up. And the Lady Warriors have found themselves in the double-digit range on the scoreboard. Three-pointer on the other end doesn't go for Bird. Put-back try, no. Williams with the third effort also couldn't get it to go at the rim. And to beat the horn, the running three's no good for May as that wraps up a big first quarter for the Lady Venom. They lead 27-11 after one quarter of play. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. It's the start of the second quarter, and the Lady Warriors will try to find their groove offensively. Right away, three-pointer off the back rim. Put back try for Jackson, rims off. Steele draws the foul. And a better start here to the second quarter for the Lady Warriors, getting 3 shots on the possession, and now Courtney Steele will head to the line. Only 2 free throw attempts in our opening stanza tonight. They were both made by Jackson for the Lady Warriors. Well, what a struggle offensively it was in that first quarter for Montgomery. As the free throw's no good for Steele. Montgomery was stuck on 2 points for quite some time, which allowed the Lady Venom to go on a run. Build an early double-digit lead in this game. And now are up by 15 in the opening seconds of the second quarter. And this one's going to stay here with the Venom. Off the inbounds, wide open three. Too strong for Crawford. It was a good look. That little scoop shot from Morris, couldn't get it off the glass. Moffitt, the killer crossover, passes it off. Three-pointer off the front rim for Hicks. And the Lady Venom starting to cool a little bit offensively. Down by 15, here's a chance for Montgomery, if they could get things going offensively. May from well beyond the arc, couldn't hit. And Hicks will bring it the other way. Good idea trying to get it to the baseline, but May able to recover and knock that pass out of bounds. Hicks was trying to get it to Crawford. Actually, they're going to say last touch by Lady Venom. So a very good defensive play by May to save a potential layup and also in the process to force a turnover and get the ball back for Montgomery. Morris off the screen, throws it away. She got a zig from Charlotte May on the baseline, I should say on the sideline when she was expecting a zag. And she bounced it out of bounds for the Montgomery turnover. So the two sides exchange turnovers, and Lady Venom still up by 15 with the basketball. And now they'll turn it back over. Crawford lost it out of bounds. So a sluggish start to the second quarter. Much like the first quarter, these two teams have started each frame very slowly here in the first half tonight. That shot hit the top of the backboard. And the rebound ripped away by Hicks. Turnaround shot in the lane, rims around, then down. Turnaround shot off the back iron in the paint. And Montgomery can't buy a basket. They've had some good looks offensively. They just haven't fallen for them, and now a foul on the other end of the floor. So we'll get our first free throws of the half from this end. As Camilla Crawford will go to the free throw line for the Lady Venom. Just as their name would suggest, they have attacked tonight and have taken quite the bite out of Montgomery here in the first half of this semifinal matchup. And let's see here. It looks like Crawford's going to shoot the foul shots with an empty lane. As if there was some sort of flagrant or technical foul issued as well on the play or following the play. Crawford all alone, sinks the free throw. And she makes both. Doesn't help for Montgomery that they only have a 5-person lineup tonight, nobody on the bench. So not only have they dug themselves a deep hole, but it's on these 5 to play the whole game and exert that energy to try to dig them out of the hole. Must have been some sort of technical as Crawford will get 4 foul shots out of the deal. And she was nearly perfect. Made the first 3, the fourth one rimmed in and out, but it's a 20-point lead for Lady Venom, and they will have the basketball. Could be potentially a 7-point possession. 3-pointer, no good for Hardwick. She was going for the 7-point possession here. The 4 free throws. Now the basketball still in their possession for the Lady Venom, but they'll turn it over. Key gets the steal for Montgomery, and Jackson will turn it right back. Actually, they're going to call a travel. After that Jackson pass was stolen, then a travel on the Lady Venom, so it goes right back to Montgomery. 2 turnovers mixed into 1. Here's Steele on the corner 3 off the iron. Crawford's pass stolen away by Key. Second consecutive steal for Sue Key on the defensive end. Pull up 3 for Mays, bang through. Quad shot for Charlotte May, and it makes it a 17-point game. Deep three rattles in. Big response for the Lady Venom. Not giving an inch to Montgomery. The lead is back to 20. Morris on that drive, clanked it off the glass. Key gets the ball ripped away on the rebound. Now Hardwick in the front court gives it off to Crawford. From NBA range, the three is in and out. Rebounded by the Venom. Winfrey. With the shot clock expiring, Lady Venom unaware they'll turn it over without getting an extra shot off. Winfrey didn't know about the clock. She was passing it back to the top of the key as the horn was sounding. Now there is a shot clock on the other end of the floor, but I don't know if there's one on that offensive end, which could be why Winfrey and her teammates were unaware. You can see the shot clock on that back wall next to the scoreboard winding down as Jackson gets the teardrop to go for the Lady Warriors. The shot clock on this end of the floor in your top right corner is not as clear. But Winfrey makes up for the blunder with that three-pointer anyways. It's a 21-point lead for the Lady Venom, largest lead tonight. And now Crawford with the steal. 2-on-1. And the unselfish play leads to the easy bucket for the Lady Venom. They're up by 23. Biggest lead in the first half. May bouncing to Key, and she draws the foul. Sue Key will get a pair of free throws out of it. Midway through the second quarter, it's a 23-point lead for the Lady Venom, their largest edge of the night. Key makes both, and it's a 21-point game. Miscommunication there on the turnover for the Lady Venom. And a foul inside. This should send Key right back to the stripe where she just made a pair. So Suki continues to pour him in from the free throw line. That's become the best offense here lately for Montgomery. Well, they're still down 19. Nice dump off down low, and Crawford banks it in. Lady Venom just getting what they want offensively, but right on cue. Charlotte May does the same for the Lady Warriors, getting behind the defense for the easy bucket. Timeout on the floor with 4:39 to go in the first half. It's a 19-point lead for the Lady Venom. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891.
Tour be lit. First of all, to even be on tour, you gotta be one of the super duper flies.
People in Atlanta, they love Slutty Vegan, but like outside of Atlanta, it's crazy.
The adrenaline rush that you get from it is amazing.
We do celebrity events, casting calls, video shoots.
When they say it's fresh and ready to go, like it's fresh and ready to go. We do it all ourselves. No machines, no nothing. We literally just got flat tops, grills, and fryers.
Being on the road and being on tour specifically, it's like you're a celebrity.
Been to Boston, Tampa, Alabama a few times, North Carolina.
The fact that we are able to travel together is like a whole different relationship.
I like to call us like we're like Fast and Furious, right? Like it's, you know, we're on the road. We're not in expensive cars or muscle cars, but we're in a big giant yellow truck.
If somebody's got it and they're special and you see it and you want to work somewhere where you can just be yourself, this is the place. We make good tip money. You get to meet all types of people and it's fun.
Out of the timeout. Quite the lead for the Lady Venom. They'll turn it over here on the first possession out of the TO. A 3 in the key called against the Lady Venom. Back over to Montgomery it goes. Montgomery turns it right back. Corner 3 off the back rim for Crawford. Rebounded by Jackson, and she's fouled in the backcourt. Another foul here called against the Lady Venom. And Key gets the shot to go in the paint. Down to a 17-point game late in the first half. Deep 2, no good for Hardwick. And Montgomery with a chance to further cut into this deficit. The runner too strong for Morris. Hicks hits the corner 3. Good ball movement for the Lady Venom, and it pays off with the triple as it leads back to 20. Jackson couldn't get the shot in the paint to fall. Fancy move there by Crawford, showing off her handles, getting to the rim, but couldn't finish the scoop off the glass. Key gets fouled from behind, and she should get some more free throws out of it. First rims out for Sue Key. Both of them rim off. Key misses both foul shots. She's been pretty good from the line tonight, too. Foul line jumper doesn't go. It's rebounded by Steele. Key fakes the 3, puts it on the deck. Jackson there to clean up the miss. Open three on the other end is a little bit short for Hicks this time around. Kayla Morris at the line for a two. And it looks like that first one was airballed. Couldn't get it to the ring. So Morris with just the lone free throw attempt that's airballed. Montgomery had a chance there to get as close as they've been in quite some time, down by 16 right now. Instead, the Lady Venom can go back to work. They've slowed down a bit offensively here in the second quarter. Hardwick's three falls in off the back rim. Got that soft touch as Ashley Hardwick adds another triple. And it's a 19-point edge for the Lady Venom. Jackson from the foul line off the back rim. Pull up for May, and gets it to go on that awkward angle. Timeout on the floor with 1:31 to go in the first half and a 16-point lead for the Lady Venom. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. 16-point game out of the timeout with about 90 seconds left here in the first half. Hall's pass sails over the head of Winfrey and out of bounds. Good idea, just couldn't put it on her. And Lady Venom turns it over out of the timeout. Deep three off the back rim for May. We've seen some deep shot attempts tonight from these two sides as Chantel Bird lost that ball out of bounds on her own, an unforced error. And Lady Venom turned it over. That's been the one complaint tonight, if you had one, for the Lady Venom. They're up by 16. They've led by double digits for the majority of this game. Hard to try to nitpick the performance, but maybe a few too many turnovers tonight for them as the layup doesn't go in transition for Hall. She was too far under the basket. Now Jackson, that awkward shot in the lane, she was off balance. Gets a second chance, and this time Jackson puts it in. Final 40 seconds of the first half. It's a 14-point game as Montgomery creeps a little closer here just before halftime. And a foul in the lane. This will lead to foul shots. Cody missed both foul shots. The layup doesn't go for Morris on the other end. Final 15 seconds of the first half. Winfrey slowing things down. Lady Venom can hold it for the last shot. Cody on the drive and kick. Bird's open three, rims off. And that'll do it for the first half. It's a 14-point lead at the break for the Lady Venom. And hold on, wait a minute before we go to halftime. Looks like the officials are going to call, I think, a shot clock violation. With the shot clock expiring before that shot went off with still some time left on the clock. So a last-ditch effort for Montgomery here in the second. Steals, buzzer beater is short. And now we officially can go to halftime. It's a 14-point lead for Lady Venom midway through. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891.
When I came home from prison in 2001, I had a tough time finding a job. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? When you get to that part of the application, your heart starts beating fast, your hands become sweaty. It doesn't matter your education or work experience. That's gonna be the determining factor. What up, man? What up with you? What's up with you? Nothing, man. How you getting, man? Regular military, got no signs. I would fill out an application and they tell me that they're not hiring, but they got now hiring signs on the window.
Did that make you go back to doing some of the things that you were doing before?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they force you to.
Set up. Right?
It's like set up. It's systematically set up for you to have to go back. I was 3 years old when the U.S. Marshals came, beat down the door, and got my dad. Maybe like 5 the second time. I just kept asking my mom, like, yo, where's my dad? Where's he at? He would tell my grandmother, I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm trying to get my life right.
What up, boy? What's up with you, boy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Being a barber changed my dad. Being able to have a community that he can turn to when he needed something, that helped him a lot.
That was a hard moment for me last.
All those ups and downs that you've been through, to look at you now, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to call you my dad, man.
What you just said right there is what it was all about. Everything that I've done was for that. Now I can retire. So I can retire now. Old man still got it.
Now that look good, man.
You see, black people have always needed a place to gather since the beginning of time. To build, to reflect, to inspire, to connect. They say if you want to go fast, then go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. See, in continuing to fight for our lives to matter, we must have a place to gather, to write a chapter, enjoy the laughter, think and capture, sharpen our skills until they master. Not only a place to fraternize, but to strategize and analyze and advertise and sometimes just fantasize. See, there's a certain brilliance that only comes from the collective. One for all and all for one is the objective. You get the message. See, we've always needed a place for like minds to collide and unlike minds to gain a better understanding of the other side. You know the vibe. You may want to switch lanes and you need a place to pick brains and network with big names. The level up is insane. The true meaning of for us, by us, with us, grown by us, stories told by us, shown by us, loaned by us, so it's always owned by us. Somebody better write a song about us. We all we got. We all we got. So meet me down at the gathering spot.
Underway in the second half, a 14-point lead for Lady Venom. And a foul call. It was a very slow start tonight for Montgomery offensively. They're playing with just 5 players and have been slowly trying to work their way back into this game ever since. And a turnover. I think they got a carry on the Lady Venom. A few too many turnovers for them tonight, but still up by 14. They've led by more than 20 in this one. Have led by double digits for the majority of the game. Montgomery trying to creep closer as Steele missed the 3. The putback try is no good for Keith. And her shot goes out of bounds. So still looking for our first points here in the second half, a minute in. These teams started very slow offensively in the first half as well tonight. Crawford gets it to go. Crawford is tough with the basketball in her hands. Great ball handler. And because of that, she's always able to get to her spot. Able to hit that shot in the lane. Now a foul on the other end. So Courtney Steele will head to the line. But Steele misses the first free throw. Missed them both. Moffitt will track down the rebound for the Lady Venom. May with the runner in the lane, doesn't get it to go. And the dribble off the foot is going to ricochet out of bounds off of Lady Venom. Terry Moffitt was a little out of control there trying to push it up the floor. And instead turns it over. Morris can't hit the runner from the left side. Pull-up jumper for Crawford is good. She hits the pull-up from the left side instead. It's an 18-point lead for Lady Venom. Key shot blocked out of bounds. Pull-up three is good off the screen. And the lead back up to 20. Tough shot for Moffitt. Morris getting away from the defensive pressure into the lane. And she draws a foul. Rebounded by Key after the missed free throw. The turnaround from the block, good for Charlotte May. Big offensive rebound for Sue Key there to give them a second chance. And a foul on Hicks after she missed the turnaround. Kayana Hicks went hard after her own rebound and commits the foul. So Montgomery will have it down by 17 about midway through the third. No subs for them tonight. They have just the 5 players. And to their credit, the 5 have been playing hard. But you have to be concerned about how much is left in the tank the longer we go here in the second half. As Courtney Seal gets tripped up in his foul. Especially the fact that they have to work so hard down 17 to try to erase this deficit. Corner jumper was airballed by Jackson. Powering in the lane is Bird, but she lost handle. Stolen away by Montgomery. Jackson up ahead to Morris, who flips it in. So it's a 15-point game and a timeout on the floor. Just over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Montgomery down 15, and Jackson a little shaken up as well. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891.
What happens when everything we know about something changes?
I tell people all the time, this is the best American story you never heard.
We're out hitting the pavement, talking to restaurants, talking to bars.
I don't think of myself as a whiskey salesperson. I want you to know his name.
Drink by drink, we're bringing this story to light.
When we have to step back through the pages of history.
It's so much more than whiskey. It's so much more than a brand. It's a movement.
When we have to make amends and pay respect.
We're honoring the greatest whiskey maker the world never knew. And it's beautiful.
And give credit where credit is due.
Uncle Nearest is the godfather of Tennessee whiskey, and the world needs to know it.
What happens? We do it. Uncle Nearest, it's more than whiskey.
Shoots a three and bangs it in at the buzzer. On one break, Kristen
15-point game here in the third quarter following the timeout. And Jackson playing essentially on one leg right now, it appears. Almost got the steal there. Montgomery has no subs, it's just these 5. And right now playing with maybe 4.5 players as Jackson, number 23 in red there, is a little shaken up. And has been for the last couple of possessions. See if the timeout was able to help her at all. Here she is with the ball in her hands. And air ball's the three-pointer. Could be hard to shoot it well from distance when you're working with a leg injury. As the officials are trying to confirm who that ball went out of bounds on, and it looks like he'll stick with the Lady Venom. Bird driving the lane and drawing the foul. Nice take by her. And Chantel Bird will get some free throws. Bird gets the second foul shot, and it's now a 16-point lead for the Lady Venom. Nice play, but Key couldn't finish the bunny off the window there. Pull-up jumper from the foul line, sunk it. And Lady Venom pushing their lead back to 18. Charlotte May drew the foul. She'll head to the line. Mississippi awaiting the winner of this matchup for the championship. As May missed them both. It remains an 18-point deficit for Montgomery here in the third. Turnaround doesn't go for Cody, and a foul after the miss. So we'll go down to the other end for some foul shots with 4.5 still to go in the third. Courtney Steele will head to the line with Montgomery down by 18. And this is a chance here for the Lady Warriors. Got to make their foul shots, try to score with the clock stopped and cut into this deficit. And Steele gets that one up bouncing. Hit the cylinder a few times before falling through. Courtney Steele makes them both. It's a 16-point game. Turnaround from the elbow, too strong for Cody. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson gets it, pokes away. Players on the floor after the loose ball. And they'll call a jump ball. As Jackson tied up with Shantaria Williams. And they'll jump it up. But first, it looks like a timeout. Just more than 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It's a 16-point lead for Lady Venom. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. After the timeout, a jump ball. And it'll be tracked down by Crawford. So Lady Venom get possession after the jump. Crawford may have got away with the travel. Bird got the basket, but I think they're going to call a foul first on the floor. Nice little runner across the lane for Chantel Bird. Yeah, let's say 2 free throws for Bird, meaning the foul came before the basket. Oh, actually, hold on. The referee now changing his fingers and saying 1. The initial indication was 2 foul shots. Now saying 1. And the free throw short for Bird, so I guess they did count the bucket. Couldn't make the foul shot, and now a foul on the rebound, so we'll walk down to the other end. Charlotte May will shoot some free throws now for Montgomery. As we have gotten to the bonus here for these two. So it's a 17-point game with less than 4 minutes to play here in the third. Venom certainly with the depth advantage as they send in a couple of subs. They have 10 in uniform tonight, so twice as many players available as Montgomery. They have a whole second unit. Montgomery doesn't have a single sub tonight. Moffitt with the runner off the glass. Nice take by Terry Moffitt. And that pushes the lead up to 19 once again with a timeout. 3:39 to go in the third. It's a 19-point lead for the Lady Venom with a timeout. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. Point game after the timeout. And Montgomery unable to break the press as Crawford steals the pass from Morris and then is fouled by Morris on the layup try. So Kamia Crawford will head to the line for the Lady Venom. And their press has been pretty successful tonight, leading to steals and turnovers for Montgomery. So here's Crawford for 2. And she hits the first. Crawford makes the second. It's a 21-point game. There's that full court press again, giving some problems to the Lady Warriors. And they'll turn it over once more. Crawford with a nice adjustment in midair and able to finish at the rim. Courtney Steele was there to contest the shot, but Crawford was ready for it. And it's a 23-point lead. May's three-pointer is too long, and it will sail out of bounds. Crawford, number 1 for Lady Venom. At times tonight has been a magician with the basketball in her hands. Final 3 minutes of the third quarter, 23-point lead. And great hustle there for Crawford to follow her own miss, but the pass couldn't be handled down low. Lady Venom will turn it over. Blocking foul called on the running shot from Steele, so she'll get some foul shots. A little bit of a bailout there for Courtney Steele, who was out of control on her take to the rim. But we'll head to the free throw line. Venom turning it over as they tried to rush it up the floor. Montgomery with a chance to get it under 20. Instead, they turn it right back over on the press. Jackson couldn't handle the high pass, and it leads to that deep 2 for Winfrey. This press has been problems. Here's another steal. Crawford with the theft. Behind the back to Winfrey. Off-balance shot. She hits another. And Montgomery right now doesn't have much of an answer for this full court press. Here's Morris in the backcourt. Gets it off to Steele. Steele now inside to the cutting Key, who couldn't get the runner. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter in a 25-point game. Winfrey almost banked it in from the near corner. After making a couple of shots, couldn't get that one to go. Coast to coast is May. She couldn't finish the scoop off the glass. Now running the floor is Bird. On the dump off, layup no good. It's turned into a little bit of layup lines here between these two sides. And Steele able to finish her lay-in. Timeout on the floor with 1:11 to go in the third. It's a 23-point game. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. Final 90 seconds of the third quarter after this timeout. With a 26-point lead for the Lady Venom. The finish with the foul, it's an and one. Nice pass inside from Cody and a good finish for Erica Hall despite the foul. She'll head to the line. Hall spent last year in the WABA playing for the Lady Blackhawks. And now in her first year here with the Lady Venom of the LPBA, trying to help them get to a championship matchup with Mississippi. And Hall finishes the old-fashioned three-point play. It's the largest lead of the night for the Lady Venom. They're up by 30. And now they get another steal with the full-court press. That shot was rushed. And airball. Runner on the other end, no good for Jackson. Final minute of the third quarter. Montgomery steals it back. Nice pass from May, and it leads to the layup for Suki. So that makes it a 28-point game. Final 35 seconds of the third. Crawford on the attack. The pull-up from the baseline doesn't go. And the rebound goes out of bounds, and we'll keep it here. Bounce pass gets deflected into the backcourt. Moffitt calling the play. Final 20 seconds. Wide open is Cody. She faked the three, went driving to the rim, but couldn't finish the runner. Final 10 seconds. Montgomery with a chance. Open three for May. No good. To beat the horn, the runner hits off the top of the backboard to wrap up the third. Another good quarter for the Lady Venom. We head to the fourth, and they lead by 27. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. Montgomery gets it to begin the fourth quarter, needing a big final stanza here. They trail by 27 in this semifinal matchup. Morris hoisting one up. It's air ball. And here come the Lady Venom. They get the layup in transition. And the lead is at 29. Lady Venom fans making noise here as they've had a successful evening against Montgomery. And a foul committed between the circles. Pull-up is short for May. Rebounded by Jackson. The turnaround off the mark. And it's cleared out by Lady Venom. Oh, the rebound and the putback. Largest lead tonight for Lady Venom, up by 31. Hardwick off the screen. The deep two is off the back rim. Rebounded by the Lady Venom. They've done a good job on the glass tonight, especially on the offensive end. Cody with this offensive rebound, and now a chance to reset and use some more clock. Cody cutting on the baseline, but passes it out instead. Now the runner good for Hall after the Euro step. She banked it in. And it's a 33-point lead for Lady Venom. Steele on the drive and a kick, gets it back from Jackson and puts it in. Moffitt can't get the runner to go off the window. And they'll go over to Montgomery. A foul called as Steele was dribbling along the sideline, got bumped. So Montgomery will inbound, down by 31 here in the fourth quarter. Jackson's running shot is blocked. Key winds up with it. Passes it out to May. Corner three is short. And it's cleared out by the Lady Venom. Three-pointer. Off the mark for Hardwick. May on the pull-up. Can't connect. Put back try. Also no good for Steele. And now the ball gets knocked out of bounds. So stay here with Montgomery. Step back, rims off for Courtney Steele. Couldn't get the bounce. Second effort doesn't go for Moffitt. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds. Running shot, no good for Morris. Looked like she may have banged herself up a little bit as well. And so the Lady Venom will have it. Morris up ahead to Jackson. Deep two is air ball. Looked like it was partially blocked. .point game, almost midway through the fourth quarter. Both teams have slowed down offensively here in the final frame. Steele threw it up at the rim and couldn't get it to go. And Steele fouled the shot attempt. She'll head to the line.
We have an immediate timeout on the court.
Timeout on the floor. Midway through the fourth quarter, it's a 31-point lead for Lady Venom. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891.
Whoa! Personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the waterproof lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped.
What's the difference?
It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me.
Dog, I appreciate you. Boop. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish. Get yours at manscaped.com.
Step back, rims off. For Courtney Steele, couldn't get the bounce. Second effort doesn't go for Moffitt. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds. Running shot, no good for Morris. Looked like she may have banged herself up a little bit as well. And so the Lady Venom will have it. Morris up ahead to Jackson. Deep two is air ball. Looked like it was partially blocked. .point game, almost midway through the fourth quarter. Both teams have slowed down offensively here in the final frame. Steele threw it up at the rim and couldn't get it to go. And Steele fouled the shot attempt. She'll head to the line.
We have an immediate timeout on the court.
Timeout on the floor. Midway through the fourth quarter, it's a 31-point lead for Lady Venom. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891. After that timeout, Steele at the line as she hits the first. And she makes them both. Jackson powering to the rim and gets the floater to fall. Nice take to the rim, and the easy layup goes, as it's a 29-point lead for Lady Venom. Steele banks it in on the running shot. So Montgomery not going down without a fight as we head to the final 4 minutes. It's a 27-point game. And a chance here once again for the Lady Warriors to cut into the deficit. Great job done tonight by Lady Venom from just about the opening tip. They have been in full control of this one, leading by double digits for the vast majority. After Montgomery scored the first basket of the night, since then it's been all Lady Venom, as Key gets the lay-in to go. And now a steal. May with the theft for Montgomery. Here's Morris, and Morris gets it ripped away and then is called for the foul. Ball was just ripped out of her possession for the steal. And now it looks like a timeout on the floor as well. Lady Venom trying to wrap this one up. They lead by 25 with just over 3 minutes to go. You're watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891.
We have a 30-second timeout by the Lady Venom on the court.
Final 3.5 minutes of this one here out of the timeout. Three-pointer doesn't go for Hardwick. Three-pointer off the back rim for Morris. Almost got it to drop in. And let's see a whistle here as Terry Moffitt was bringing it up the floor for the Lady Venom.
The clock wasn't running.
It looked like a clock issue.
Yeah.
Clock wasn't running. So they'll get that sorted out with just over 3 minutes to play. It's a 25-point lead. Turnaround shot too strong. And it'll go over to Montgomery. Jackson's pass almost stolen. It winds up with Key instead, and she gets the floater to go. It's a 23-point game. Feels like Montgomery's certainly going to run out of time in this one, but they have been playing better here of late as the foul line jumper is good for Hall. Morris trying to elude the pressure. Step back three. Off the back rim. Key can't get the foul line jumper to go. Winds back up with Key, and this time she kisses it in from the left side. Final 2 minutes, it's a 23-point game. And that's just too easy for Lady Venom. No resistance provided by the Montgomery defense. And it's back to a 25-point lead as Moffitt gets called for a foul in the backcourt. Morris on the attack. Too strong off the glass. Final 100 seconds. The layup doesn't go for Hall. Jackson on the deep two. Off the mark. Crawford throws it away. But Crawford steals it right back. 1 for 1. Now on the pull-up. And Crawford sinks it. She's played well tonight. And she gives Venom a 27-point lead here as we head to the final minute. Jackson kisses it off the glass. Under a minute to play. Crawford hits the three. She adds the exclamation point to a good performance not only from herself but from Lady Venom tonight. As they're on their way to a 20-plus point victory here to take on Mississippi in the finals. Jackson misses the corner J. But Montgomery will inbound from the baseline. Second chance for Jackson. And misses this one as well. And Montgomery was going to turn it over. Pardon me, I should say Lady Venom will turn it over to Montgomery. Crawford can't believe it. They said she was standing on the sideline when she received that pass, though she doesn't agree. And now Steele turns it back over. She was out of bounds on the baseline trying to bring in that pass. Actually, pardon me, they're going to call a foul. Steele got pushed. And so Montgomery will inbound. Key, 4-3 from the corner. And Lady Venom can dribble out the final 10 seconds of this one. Boy, do they play well tonight. And they'll get out of here with the victory. 92-67 is the final score. Lady Venom beats Montgomery by 25 to head to a date with Mississippi in the championship. An impressive win for Lady Venom here in Georgia. You've been watching LPBA basketball on Triangle Media, presented by 1891.